I came down because I was concerned that freedom of expression was under threat at this time. And there'd been a number of concerning reports of people being arrested for shouting things like who elected him, and also being moved away for holding up signs saying not my king, a perfectly legal expression of opinion. And so I came down with that blank piece of paper to make a point about that. An officer spoke to me and asked me for my details for holding up that sign. I refused to give them, and I asked him a question. If I was to write not my king on this sign, like the previous signs that I'd seen, would I be arrested? And he replied I probably would, because it was offensive and therefore against the Public Order Act.
Maybe they overdid it a little bit with, you can't hold that bit of paper. That was kind of wrong. I think they've realised now the police have got to back off a bit. And then obviously you had the other protest about Prince Andrew.
Disgusting! Wait, I've done nothing wrong.
A lot of politicians got involved and said that it was not acceptable for the police to be policing opinion in that way. And then the police issued a statement saying they wouldn't interfere with freedom of speech. And we held another protest the next day where lots of people came out with various pieces of paper with their opinions on them about the monarchy, and the police let it happen. So I think it has now been confirmed that we are allowed to peacefully express opinions about the monarchy in this time, which is pretty basic, but at least that has now been confirmed.
It's very sensitive at the moment because it's the Queen. It's not just the monarchy, it's the Queen as a person, as a woman who we just love.
A certain demographic, particularly of people over 50, 60, of all races, by the way, I should say, have this fondness for the Queen. I don't know if Charles has got the same TV appeal factor.
The Queen's personal popularity and the fact that she's just always been there has really stopped or hidden any real debate about the monarchy and its role in the UK for many decades. And I think now she's gone, and when the kind of mourning period has ended, people will begin to discuss more about why do we have this institution?
If the cost of living crisis continues and it bites hard, then people will start looking at where do we spend our money as a nation. And we do give a fair amount of money as taxpayers to the royal family. So I'm sure some people will be arguing, why do we need to pay for this?
If anybody wants to protest, please do it, because it's our right, and I'm proud to be British that we can do it. But wait until after the funeral, maybe 2 weeks' time, then do your protests, but not now.
I don't think many people, if any, will protest the Queen's funeral because people don't really have an interest in intruding on people's grief in that way. But I think the coronation will be a whole different kettle of fish. I think that is clearly a ceremony to cement Charles's power. And I think a lot of people will want to peacefully protest it and say, not my king.